My name is Josh Martin. I'm Director of Sales Development here at Filevine. My background, I was actually going to Weber State in Ogden, and I was studying to get a business degree. That's kind of where I started. I originally thought I wanted to get into engineering and realized I enjoy talking to people. While I was going to school, I got a job at Discount Tire, working really hard. Ended up finding myself on the counter selling tires, and that's really where my sales career kicked off. I just really found like seeing the satisfaction of someone purchasing tires, putting their family in a safer situation, and just seeing their eyes glow when we backed their car out. I decided to pursue it and considered making a career of it, but decided I didn't want my back to hurt and my knees to hurt every day, so kind of jumped into software sales, which is how I ended up here. Really, Filevine struck my interest because it was kind of local here to Utah and a fast-growing company. Yeah, the tech industry, I guess, I feel like a lot of people answer this way, but money. Money was a big thing. I know there's a lot of money, a lot of opportunity in tech sales. So I kind of jumped in at SDR, which was kind of the starting place for a tech salesperson. In the 2.5 years I've been at Filevine, my favorite thing is, I guess I kind of bring it to like one word, and that's opportunity. What I mean by opportunity is like, we're kind of a growing company still, not necessarily early stage startup, but there's still a lot of growth opportunities, which means there's opportunities for new roles, but also responsibilities. And one thing that was able to help me out in my growth in the various roles I've had is don't be afraid to put your hand in something else, another pot. Like, go learn how marketing works, go learn how account executives work. Especially if you're an SDR, I think getting in the account executive world is gonna help you out in your growth. If you're interested in leadership, I'd never be afraid to voice that to your leaders, because chances are there's an opportunity, but it takes a lot of hard work. It's not something you can just do the bare minimum and get by. I think going above and beyond, helping out where you see that you might be able to make an impact. Attorneys care deeply about their clientele and the way they approach their work. And I wanted to be a part of a company that could make an impact, not only in like the buyers, but their clients as well. And I didn't realize that at first. I realized it a few months into being at Filevine, that this is a product that is very likely going to shape the legal industry. And in my 2.5 years, I've seen it. Yeah, the advice I would give, I guess I like to think of this as like, if I were to start back again and give myself some advice, would really be just to jump in, fail fast, fail early, start making those mistakes so you can learn from them and get better every single day. I think just having that 1% better every day mentality is a big game changer for us sales. My advice to someone leaving school and kind of venturing out is really just to try it out. Like, I think SDR, you can learn a lot of skills that don't just transfer over to sales. You're gonna face rejection in any type of role that you ever face. There's gonna be some kind of adversity that you're gonna have to overcome or deal with, however you wanna think of it. To overcome that rejection and just, I guess, getting that figurative door slammed in your face, I think first it comes back to just recognizing that's part of the job and having no shame about it. Like, these are experiences we all have in sales, and don't let that one experience bleed over into the next call, the next door knock, whatever it may be. I think back, a good sales leader in my eyes is someone who is kind of learning with you, recognizing that we're all kind of at different places in our careers, whether it's sales, something else. When it comes down to it, a sales leader has to be able to kind of go down to a rep's level and help them build up to a position where they're having that success and fulfillment from their job that we've experienced. So having that recognition, being a good coach, never looking down on someone for a mistake, and always looking for just those opportunities to empower your reps to be the best they can be. What motivates me to help find that success is really, I mean, we all talk about money. I think for me, it comes down to like the money that I see the reps making. I've seen a lot of SDRs come from jobs they didn't love, and they were kind of trying something new, and Filevine, SDR, sales, however you want to look at it, it can help you achieve whatever goals you have. But at the end of the day, I like my reps to go home feeling like they made an impact. They were happy, they feel successful, they can kind of hang their hat on the day and come back for the next one. For boosting morale, talking team culture, what I like to do is, I think everyone knows SDR role, like cold calling. It's kind of repetitive, face a lot of rejection. So being able to laugh those off together as a team, collaborating as a team. We do contests as well. Today I have some Starbucks on the line for anyone. We put them in pairs of 2, and it gives them to kind of just this fresh look at the day instead of just going about it on your little island, getting rejected over and over. Now you can kind of brush it off and laugh together as a team. I think at the end of the day though, it comes down to just feeling fulfilled, like you learned something, you made an impact today, controlling those controllables. Yeah, what I love most about Filevine culture and kind of how I get the team to participate is especially the closed one channel. You can see whenever someone posts a closed one deal, it comes through on the one channel. They list off at least 5 to 10 people who helped with that deal. And when you're part of Filevine, you're part of like more. Like we're all Fileviners, we're doing this together. The SDR cold called, the AE kind of took it the rest of the way and closed it. Filevine Tuesday Connects, we actually set a record with one of our managers leading the Connect over Zoom. Almost the whole entire SDR team showed up. So they got to get some exposure, meet some other Fileviners. Tacos, pizza almost every Wednesday. Like we always encourage them to go down, participate, be a part of the much bigger Filevine. Tuesday Connects are kind of a culture boosting activity we do every Tuesday. Some of the Filevine is remote, some of us are in office. I think the in-office folks get to rub shoulders a little bit and get to know each other. People that are remote don't necessarily have that chance. Like it poses its own challenges. So Tuesday Connects are an opportunity to kind of almost disconnect from your work, get to know some other Fileviners, who they are, what they care about, what their interests are, their hobbies. The topic that was discussed when the SDR broke the record was kind of just like facing adversity. Something SDRs have to deal with every day, and we got to hear a lot of personal experiences to kind of bloom and flourish from there. Yeah, for Filevine, for my personal life, work-life balance, what I've been able to find is when work's done, I can turn it off. I get what I need to done most of the time when I'm at work, and I think of work-life balance as they support each other. I need to have a good life, take care of the things at home so that I can come show up for the team at work, and I need to show up for the team at work so that I have the means to go show up for my family at home. So I see them kind of working together. I think part of the problem with work-life balance is people try to dissociate them so much, but work is very much a part of life, and sometimes life creeps into work. I think just keeping your priorities on one thing at a time is kind of what I recommend. Yeah, the 3 characteristics I think of, especially for sales roles, is attitude, effort, and accountability. So much of what we do day in and day out as sales is attitude-based. I think of SDR as a specific example. If they're gonna go into an hour-long call block and they go into it with an attitude of, I'm gonna leave 20 voicemails, you're gonna leave 20 voicemails. But if you go into it with, I'm gonna learn something new, I'm gonna learn about this firm, I'm gonna set an appointment, chances are a lot higher that you're gonna actually go in and set that appointment. Accountability, I think a lot of that comes down to like, are you owning what you're putting out there? Or are you shifting the blame, whether it's good or bad? Are you kind of bringing your circumstances to the environment, to what other people are saying, or are you taking that accountability? And then effort is just, I think everyone knows sales requires hard work. Like you're just not gonna get by without it. Thinking of Filevine and the fulfillment from selling Filevine, I think of one example when I was an account executive. I was working a Social Security disability law firm. A firm that really didn't have a ton of money. Like there's just not a lot of money. A lot of it's government subsidized and helped out. He was receiving all of his leads and his clients through this government database. And he was actually working on a portal to smooth out that process, get people attached to attorneys faster so that they can get their Social Security and disability sorted out. And he came to Filevine looking for a platform that he could integrate that with and be able to disperse leads through and just make the entire process from getting the lead to the attorney and then sorting everything out, getting them the money that they deserve. And he ended up purchasing Filevine. I kept in touch with him. He came to the office, had lunch with me. He just has a really strong outlook on how Filevine's gonna help him and all of his clients. Yeah, I've actually been in this scenario when people are considering maybe relocating for Filevine. A lot of the things they'll ask is like, how's the housing? Or how's the nightlife? What can I do when I move there? And I think of especially like being in Sugar House. I mean, Park City is 20 minutes away. A lot of people in Utah love to go snowboarding, skiing. Like those are all things I recommend. There's always a beautiful hike. Not really biking. Biking in Utah is kind of dangerous, but I think it could always be better.